When playing a stealth tactics action game, one thing I often try to avoid is save spamming. However, in Desperados 3 that happened often. In fact, after 1 minute of not quick saving, a message pops up to remind you how long it's been since you've saved. If you've played any of the Commandos games, then you should be fairly familiar with Desperados 3 as it is essentially Cowboys Commandos. Desperados 3 is actually my first jump into the series, and as I kept playing, I wondered to myself why I never played the previous titles. That said, I cannot really compare it to the previous games, but there are massive similarities to the Commando series and even aspects of XCOM. This is not a turn-based action game as everything happens in real time, but there are ways to pause the action called Showdown Mode, set up different attacks with your team, and then resume to see your plans being executed. For example, when there are multiple enemies, you can set up your sniper to take out one of them, use your melee squad member to take out one of the close enemies, and then execute your plan to see everything unfold. More often than not, those plans don't work out the way I intended, therefore save spamming is important. Even playing at medium difficulty, this game has its challenges. Your squad of Wild West consists of 5 warriors, each with their own unique abilities. Cooper, who acts as the main protagonist, can shoot 2 people at once, while Doc McCoy acts as your sniper. Isabel can take control of weaker enemies, and Kate can flirt with male enemies, thus causing a distraction. Then there is the heavy Hector. With one blow, Hector can knock out an enemy and carries a bear trap named Bianca. You can use these abilities as you feel is needed, but as time goes by, you quickly begin to realize how to combine certain abilities and tactically take out the enemies. Using Showdown Mode in combination with these abilities really takes careful planning, as I've often spent 5 to 10 minutes just planning out a single attack. It is often frustrating but rewarding. There's also a lot of puzzle solving elements thrown in here as well, as you carefully have to observe enemy movement first before approaching a certain situation, and you can use your environments to your advantage, such as throwing a coin against a horse results in it kicking, therefore you can knock out an enemy standing behind it or drop a boulder on a few enemies below it. The story of Desperados 3 is set up as a prequel to Desperados Dead or Alive and set up the series protagonist John Cooper. Considering that I have not played the other titles, this doesn't bother me too much, but due to the lengthy levels, easily taking over an hour, I often forgot about the main story as the gameplay is just that enjoyable. In total, there are about 16 levels and you do have challenges for each of them as well. Therefore, if you are one to hunt challenges, then there are a lot of replay value in this title. Visually, the game has incredible detail. Playing this on a 1070 GTX really brings out the quality the team put behind the title, and zooming in and out while turning the camera around really gives you a fantastic angle of the isometric field. The sound quality and voice acting are superb and definitely up there as some of the better audio quality found in video games. Each character's voice really brings out a sense of uniqueness and liveliness to their backstory, and the music fits with the overall theme. Desperados 3 is not an easy game, as mentioned, and I can see many people being put off by the difficulty and the length of each mission. It is a game that requires time and focus, but through constant save spamming, it often relieves that fear and risk. If you had to play it without saving as often, then that would be a real challenge. There is also a season pass, and honestly, I'm relatively excited to see what else the devs has to offer for Desperados 3. I cannot speak for the console versions as I have heard of some issues on other platforms, but I've only really experienced one hard crash on PC. If you're interested in this title but unsure if this is your style of game, then buying it on a sale would undoubtedly be recommended, but if you're a fan of the Commando series, then this is definitely a must buy. If I had to put a score on this, then I'd easily give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'd like to thank the publishers for providing me with a review key, and for more gaming content, check out the rest of my channel. If you enjoyed this video, then give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, then give me a thumbs down, but please tell me why so I can improve my videos. My name is Frank, I'm the RedTieGuy, and frankly, thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.